Yeah. Alrighty, well, the difference between these carries is about 3k currently, so Miracle has that back.
Because if he can get that butterfly, even if AM goes on top of him, he might be able to dodge enough hits and still have enough mana to drop the chrono right afterwards.
Yeah. Time walk off the initial damage as well could be really nice, so yeah, Skiller doing everything he can to just survive in the vacuum against the anti-mage. Meanwhile, this Magnus, he's going for the BKB next. Still feeling pretty poor for a mid Magnus, but that's kind of made up by the fact that 33 has himself an AC. So
he's gigantic on 33.
Pretty hard. Oh, Miracle. Get down, Mr. President. Jumps on top of the arrow to save his support and actually get able to turn this into a kill onto Fada here. It looks like the Nimbus will finish the job. Fada's going to go down. A very nice little play from Nigma. And now, well, they're looking in towards the mag, but this might not be going the way they thought. They're going to drop down the BKB in the arena on the Mars. They're going to come through. He's got himself the Chronosphere if he wants to use it, but the RP comes onto the AM. Skinner just can't make up his mind on what he wants to do. He wants the Chrono here. He's just making it through the entire engagement. His indecision means no Chrono today. The mag dies for nothing and drops the RP and gets nothing for it. Did you want to see a Chrono there?
I don't think... I think he just needs to hit the anti-mage. He doesn't need to cast the chrono. He already popped the BKB. He's got like 9 seconds or 8 seconds. Just hit the AM, right? He was thinking about dropping the chrono, but he knows that anti-mage has an Aegis. If he drops the chrono, then when the AM's alive, you're just going to go straight into the high ground. So he didn't want to drop the chrono. But you can still man up. You have plenty of damage with the items that you have. Maybe he could have just tried to kill the AM off without popping the chrono, and next time you can try to chrono him.
Yeah.
But yeah, very indecisive in that moment. I think he's feeling very pressured in this game with how things are playing it out.
I'm gonna drop it. No, I'm not. And now we have Milan dying in the middle lane. Unfortunately, he's having some problems with this Nimbus and does get himself killed off. I mean, still an astronomical lead from the side of Nigma. 7k gold advantage. Most of that is on their AM, as expected.
They see him though.
Uh-oh.
Marana.
Yeah, Marana.
Peace out.
I don't know. They're not really following up. They have got a Nimbus in 14 seconds, so yeah, Fada should be okay. I'm going to say she's fine. I might be lying to you guys, though. Oh, they see it with the dust. Oh no! They connect. Oh geez, she's been thrown around like a ragdoll. This is brutal. It's like lions playing with a cub. Ouch. Well, there we go.
Tossed around.
Yeah. Uh-oh, Abyssal Blade out onto Supreme in the middle lane. He's going to get completely eliminated by Weeha, and Miracle completely destroyed on this Magnus. Dares to show himself, and that's the Abyssal Blade debuted by Miracle.
It's really rough out here for Magnus, for Mr. Supreme. This is looking more and more like a off-lane Magnus at the moment.
It is rough,
just 10k gold 30 minutes in. Yeah, I mean, normally you would like to see your mid-mag just being gigantic, right? Because he's constantly farming Ancients early on in the game. But we didn't really see him focus on that.
Oh, Milan, sweet little Milan. He's going to get silenced up and pulled down once again. The Nimbus comes down on top of him, and Miracle's going to claim another kill. Just wanted some creeps. Just wanted to do something this creep wave, but unfortunately, Nigma say no, and they get the kill onto that Tusk, and this might even be an invitation for them to go high ground with this Aegis. In they go. Miracle with his double damage, with this Abyssal Blade, with his Aegis for another 13 seconds. They are feeling more than confident.
2 heroes dead. Completely outnumbered on the side of Mudgolems. They're gonna let this Rax fall.
Yeah, casual arrow dodge, Miracle.
Oh,
used up.
Miracle?
Okay, Aegis is running out. RP comes down onto 2. That's not bad. Now, can they follow up? The arena comes down, but Skinner's on top of them with the Chronosphere. Do they have the damage to get through this anti-mage? I think they bloody well do. He's gone, but they trade Supreme for it. But Kura and Miracle will both fall. Nigma now just need to leave. They have lost their big carry player. Can they get any more? It's a question on the side of Mudgolems, and the answer seems to be so far no. Leos comes down onto Spirit, Mind Control, threatening with the spear, just chasing them back a little bit. The snowball is not going to connect as Milan just running forward. They want the big target. They get on top of him. They ripped him, and now GH rolls into the engagement, pops the Magnetize, just trying to get one return kill onto Milan, but that's not going to happen. Now they move across, looking for Mind Control as well as he's on the run. He's got a Blink Dagger available in 1 second. They get the end on top of him. Nicely done from Milan. Snowball coming through as well. He's got that BKB though. There's going to be Milan in some trouble. Can they get the bash? Get it. Oh! First hit bash, baby. There it is. Get him. And now, well, this Mars, unfortunately, is very, 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 very dead. Mind Control's going to lose his life, and a big old punch to the face to finish the job from Milan, and that is going to be a full 5-man team wipe. Even though the Crystal Maiden has respawned by now, I can promise you it was indeed a full 5-man team wipe. Crystal Maiden with a Crimson Guard, which I've only just noticed, by the way. But let's talk about the last fight for a minute, because how did they... well, we know how they do it, but I want to hear it from you.
I just want to ask you if Kuro might be just dead here. Oh yeah, he's super dead.
No, dude, he's tanky. Crimson Guard.
He's pretty tanky. There's a Sprout, though.
Yeah.
Okay, so did you notice how Miracle was about to blink out, then he canceled, then he just stood there for a second and let himself get Yuled? Right? Like, that's how it all started. I don't know why Miracle did that. I don't know if he was being cocky or something, but like, if he just blinked out, none of that would have occurred, right? They would have got a free racks, they would have backed off, they would have just reset, but instead, he got himself Yuled, RP came, screwed into the tower, Chrono came. I think Skitter even messed up his like time walk a little bit, but they just had enough damage, right? You got the Solar Crest on the NP to throw it onto the Void. Void has a Butterfly, he does an insane amount of damage. And once AM is dead, like, Nigma is not strong anymore. It's that point in the game where anti-mage is pretty much everything for Nigma. So he cannot afford to be the first one caught out, and he cannot afford to die, actually. Like, if it's okay if they go on one of his teammates and he finds the angle to jump someone in the backline, but they cannot... Nigma cannot allow Miracle to be the first one jumped.
Well,
that was really weird. I don't know why he stopped there. Like, he literally just froze for like a second. Like, he canceled his blink animation and he just stood there.
Yeah, possibly trying to bait something. Who knows? Thunder Gods comes down as Mind Control jumps forwards, but immediately they're going to swarm on top of Milan, who blinks into this engagement. He's going to lose his life. GH trying to cause some problems in the backline. Supreme pops a BKB, tries to bring down the Earth Spirit, won't be able to do so. And now, well, it's looking a little bit awkward for the side of Mudgolems. They need to get themselves away from this one because they're currently outnumbered. They're going to jump in, drop the Chronosphere onto the illusion. They get completely baited. Skitter, no. They get the Crystal Maiden. Oh, the first hit bashed. Or maybe, no, actually it's just the bash. And they're going to attempt to take down Skitter. What a goddamn bait from the anti-mage, using the Manta Illusion in style to bait out the Chronosphere. I mean, that could just be... No, it's not game just yet. They still got another chance, Mudgolems, but man, that is so brutal.
Yeah, they're hunting 33 right now, and the lanes are getting pushed out too. Oh, rip 33. Is he? No, they don't have anything to stop him. Okay.
He's alright.
He's
all right.
I was on cooldown as BKB. So that last fight, the first point of contact was Mind Control, right? So they weren't able to get onto Miracle. Milan blinked past Mind Control to go to Miracle, but he just got blown up right away with the help of the Zeus and the anti-mage. So next time Mudgolems, like, they gotta find the right angle to catch Miracle. And if they see Mind Control, they might have to just ignore him first.
So even though they've got RP, Nigma are going to be able to take this Roche for free because they just cancelled his TP out in the bottom lane. Supreme just tried to push the wave, went into the trees to TP away, and then they sniped him with the Nimbus, so he can't actually come and do anything about this Roche. So Nigma are going to be able to take it for free. Not that they would have been able to contest anyway without their Faceless Void.
Yeah, they need the Void. The damage, the stun locks, Miracle with an Aegis. This is exactly what he needed. Do you feel like they could have just played the top and the mid side of the map and just waited for Aegis on the side of Mudgolems? So taking that away from Miracle seems like the best thing that Mudgolems could have done this game instead of actually trying to make a play.
I'm not sure if Nigma would have just come at them though the moment that Roshan was up anyway. Like, maybe Mudgolems didn't have the confidence to win a Roche fight without their Chrono.
Because if Nigma come at you, then that way you have a chance to kill the anti-mage, right? He won't be just split pushing or anything like that.
Yeah, maybe it was a little bit ambitious to go into the enemy triangle and try and force the play too hard. Something didn't work out for them, but they're actually going for the two-man support gank in the bottom lane. This might be successful. We've got a lot of damage coming down onto him. Can they do the job? Yes, they can. Oh man, Fatter and Milan, the two-man support plays. I don't really care if they die here. This is feeling good. Milan, he's going to run into the enemy fountain for safety. Unfortunately, there takes no mercy. They will get the 2 return kills. Meanwhile, yeah, Kuro's probably in some trouble here. The little Crystal Maiden trying to run herself away. Come on, pop the Crimson Guard. Yeah, turn around, Kuro. They have to run away.
It actually works.
Dude, Crystal Maiden.
That's crazy.
It's just too chunky.
Crimson Guard. Yeah. Normally, you would think that hero is just dead if a position 2 mag and a position 1 void is on top of you, but that Crimson actually managed to keep him alive. And Supreme now.
TP away, but is there an anti-mage coming in? He's making his way over, but he doesn't have the blink, so there won't be an Abyssal Blade today. Still, though, BKB used.
So 30 seconds more on Zeus, 20 on the supports of Mudgolems. I mean, this is just buying time for the Aegis to run out. Like you said, it was a really worth kill. The 2 supports for the Zeus there, because it forced Nigma all the way back to their side of the map, and Aegis time is ticking away. Only 3 minutes left now. I want to say the later this game goes, I think Mudgolem's are a little bit favored. Anti-Mage is soon to be 6 slotted, and then after that, he can't really get anything more, right? So, and Void has a lot of room to grow. 33 just picked up a Nullifier. That's a pretty big item too.
Why has Skidder got a Lincoln?
I guess it's Zeus. For the Abyssal Blade?
Okay.
Because he thinks the way that he's gonna lose the fight or not be able to battle is if he gets all his mana burned, right?
True.
So Anti-Mage has to find him first.
Yeah, and I guess if the Zeus is close enough to cancel the Lincolns, then he's close enough to get Chronoed, so I don't want that to happen. Alright. I don't hate it. Does feel like a big investment for something quite minor, but look, we'll see if it works out in the next engagement.
Maybe a Scotty could have been interesting as well.
Yeah.
But I think the Lincoln's alright. It just feels awkward because it's kind of like a medium item.
It is.
And we're like in a pretty super late game situation at the moment.
Yeah. And buying Skadi into a team without any heals never feels like an amazing value. Meanwhile, Nigma gonna start knocking on the high ground, going for this tier 3. Miracle just chomping away at it. He's got himself a Solar Crest, he's got himself an Aegis, he's got himself a Skadi and a Leveler. So these buildings are gonna fall very quickly unless Mudgolems can do something about it. They do not want to chrono this anti-mage. He has an Aegis. They want to try and find someone on the backline. Right now, Miracle's really just getting away with smashing away at these barracks. Greenlight Shadow comes out. Do they go for the wraparound? Can they go for the wraparound? I don't think they can. I think they're just going to have to lose their barracks. They're just going to have to watch Miracle taking their buildings. And there's nothing they can do about it.
Oh, that's going to feel bad. I feel they could have done something like screwing the anti-mage into the tower, into like a punch or something. Try to force Nigma's backline to go in and try to help Miracle out, even though he has an Aegis. And then you kind of chrono the backline with like a smoke, but Mudgolems just decide to give it up altogether and just fight for the last racks instead.
Really bringing it down.
I imagine that's what like OG or something would have done, you know?
Yeah.
they would have tried to defend that rack. They would have taken any opportunities, like think of something creative to get the right team fight. But Mudgolems playing it very safe for sure right now.
Yeah.
It's gonna be done though, the Roshan, or sorry, the Aegis, 20 seconds.
Oh, hold on, Mudgolem's looking for an engagement. The smoke's gonna get popped. Milan just wants to blink himself away. He's not really interested in this, and GH is gonna run into everybody, reveal all these smokes. The Thunder Gods comes down. Uh-oh, they're scared now. Mudgolem's trying to run away. They didn't want to be seen doing this, and it looks like Magnus is probably gonna get picked off unless he pops a BKB and runs himself out. They actually drop the Nullified down onto Spirit, trying to bring him down. They will be able to kill off GH at the very least, but Mudgolems, they pop 2 BKBs for this one. Meanwhile, Nigma are actually backing themselves away. They're not really going for this. They're very hard, as once again the illusion bait works out pretty well, baiting out the snowball. Kuro's going to get caught by a little ice shards coming through, but all things considered, Mudgolems are doing better out of this than I thought they would. They had to buy back on Fata. With these ultimates, Nigma are showing them a lot of respect.
They gotta go back. The top wave is pushing in. I mean, NP can do it, but I think Nigma have an opportunity to smoke and go top and catch 33 while he tries to defend this base. Watch. Here we go.
All right.
In 5 seconds.
33. Your days are numbered. Everybody channel your telekinetic energy to 33.
2,
Tell him to get out of here.
1.
He doesn't realize the danger he's in. Oh no, 33 gets dropped like a rock. You just can't see the plays like that coming, unfortunately. Blimey. Well predicted, but unfortunately that is your Nature's Prophet going down for a rather long time. However, the Aegis has now gone on Miracle, so an opportunity
honestly,
to bring him down is real.
The play there, like when they walk into the high ground, if they somehow understood like how Nigma think and the moves like they like to do, they could have baited that NP there. That would have been big time. if when he gets jumped by the anti-mage, you drop a chrono on top and you just try to kill him out.
Could have been pretty sick as the Abyssal Blade comes down on Sis Mirana. She's in some trouble, but they're going to be able to turn around with the Chrono Spear, but
no damage.
Skit's doing nothing. RP comes through, though, onto the 2. Surely they can get through them, but they just don't seem to have enough to rip through this anti-mage's defenses. They move across towards Kuro. That's a slightly easier target, but she's still pretty damn tanky. They will finish the job, and now Skinner starting to lose HP. Time Walk across, though, onto Miracle. He's going to pop the cheese, though, try and turn it around onto the Faceless Void, but Miracle's not exactly taking heroes down at any kind of rate either. Supreme is going to be the victim. He's going to get popped. Has himself a buyback if they want to keep this fight going, but it doesn't look like they do. Mudgolems retreat to their high ground, and they're going to try and play it out. Unfortunately, they don't have their ultimates now, so Nigma are going to feel very, very inclined to come up this high ground and start bashing away at this tier 3 tower. And this is their final lane of barracks. Mudgolems do not have any more options left. They have to make this defense happen. Magnus is going to buy it back right now. Nigma, are they going to respect it, or are they going to keep on fighting? Well, they're going to see what happens. Abyssal Blade across onto the Nature's Prophet. 33 in some trouble, dropping down the Mana Void on top of him. 33 needs to get himself away. He's not going to be able to do so with the Spirit Vessel on top of Miracle. Will finish the job. He's going pretty deep for this one, but does he really care? Skinner with the BKB gets on top of Miracle. Miracle's just taking chunks out of the Magnus, and in comes the Arena from Mind Control. He's pretty low. Does he care? Skinner controlled up and brought down. He is gone. Everybody dead on the side of Mudgolems, except for Fata, who now gets beaten out of the fountain, and that is going to be everybody dead on their team. Nigma, they take game number 1. They did fight admirably on Mudgolems. Gotta be said, it was a good performance from them. It is actually giving me hope that this team can actually bring something to the second game, because this team has been a little bit shaky recently. This was not a bad performance. If they're against a worse team today, then this could have been quite impressive. But unfortunately, they come up against Nigma. Nigma are very on form, and they take down Mudgolems in game number 1. Did you like what you saw there?
I like what I saw from Nigma there. Mudgolems, I think their draft was actually stronger, in my opinion. Like, especially while watching this game being played out, but their decision making is just not on par with a team like Nigma. Nigma really just outplayed them on this map. How they're making the small kills happen, how they're just constantly getting these lanes out, giving the space for Miracle. Miracle, I think he's in great shape at the moment. Like, he knows the angles, where he needs to go, which targets to jump, and everything. Nigma feel really good. Like, if this was a better team than Mudgolems, this could have been, like, I think Mudgolems' favorite, especially like looking at their draft and stuff. Skitter especially, he had a really rough game. He could not find the chronos that he needed to get his team ahead, and I think Supreme as well. Like, he did not look like a position 2 mag in this game. He had to just play more for himself, more for his own farm, instead of kind of trading his net worth into the Faceless Void, I think, for the early game at least.
Yeah. I mean, the thing is, they had the laning phase in their hands, and then they let it slip. And Nigma making some really good plays as well to enable their team and to enable their Faceless Void as well. Their anti-mage as well. And they really did kind of outplay them. And it was a small little plays which really caught them out as well, like the illusion bait from Miracle. I think that was the highlight for me. That was just so damn impressive, and they completely catch them off guard there. And little plays like that really just put them ahead and really showing why this team is dominant. And well, probably looking pretty good coming into game number 2. But we'll see if Mudgolems can recuperate and bring something more to game number 2 in this best 3 series. That's going to be coming up right after this short break. But stay tuned for plenty more OGA Dota Pit action.
middle tower is under attack.
This I gave up. I am fighting for you.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Oh boy.
Dire are scanning.
That's all it takes.
Hello and welcome back to the OGA Dota pit. My name is Nomad. Joining me is 1437 as we jump into game number 2 of Nigma versus Mudgolems here in the lower bracket. These teams facing elimination and Mudgolems now trailing by 1 game. They need a comeback. Can this team do it based on their last performance?
You want me to give you the real answer or an optimistic answer?
Let's keep it optimistic. You know, I don't want to bring up real thieving just now.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Well, Mudgolems, they're gonna need to outdraft Nigma heavily, but if they can do that, then we're gonna see a game 3.
All right. Okay. Yeah, I love the optimism.
That's what I'm gonna give you. I mean,
cool.
Listen, for me, you know, casting, co-casting, or like analyzing, I like to keep it real, right? If I see good stuff, I say the good stuff. If I see bad stuff, you know, I'm gonna mention it because at the end of the day, like people want to hear the truth, right? That's what matters.
Appreciate
that. So, you know, if you tell me to be optimistic, I'll be optimistic with you, no man.
Cool. Thanks, man. Thanks. Yeah. I'm saying that Mudgolems are improving. You know, I think if you want to plot their performance on a graph, then it was like, you know, they started out, they were looking pretty good, like they were looking really good actually, and then they kind of just
really good
shot up in a really impressive amount of time and became like one of the top contending teams.
Here we go.
And then they kind of just plummeted.
I just have to cut you off there.
Now they're coming back. Yeah, sure, go.
Because I wonder if Nigma's gonna steal the Sven. This is like the biggest thing that we always count on as soon as we see the Omni Knight, right? Sven, is it coming here? Are they gonna steal it? If they take PA, then we will probably still see a Mudgolem Sven. Yeah. Right? Like I don't expect Mudgolems not to pick Sven here if like it's left for them. Because it's one of their key strategies. Anyway, what you were saying, yeah, how they were, you know, climbing and they were the first team to beat Secret, right?
Yeah. Yeah. It was pretty sick. And then they kind of I don't know, after their really big performance, you know, I think it was down to some personal issues. I'm not too sure. There was a bit on Twitter about it, and they seem to really kind of fall flat. But now it looks like they're really kind of opening up again, and they're coming back with a vengeance. And I'm hoping that, you know, we maybe not quite there yet, definitely not up to previous form just yet, but we're seeing shinings of that old team, which I feel like we haven't seen for a little while now from the last few weeks, and definitely throughout Epic League from Mudgolems. So, yeah, fingers crossed we can see some big games coming out from Mudgolems here.
So we got Nigma with the Death Prophet pickup. So this hero we saw yesterday having a lot of impact against Omni Knight. You just go the Siphon and just, you know, go on the target who gets Guardian Angel, Heavenly Graced, and it does a lot of damage. Whoa, TB. See, that is a good hero against Death Prophet, that's for sure.
Yeah.
You get the meta, you get the illusions. Death Prophet is a hero when she pops Exo, she needs to run into you. TB's strength is fighting against heroes who run into you, right? But you got to get some items first. That being said, if this Death Prophet goes offlane like yesterday when we played it, like he played offlane DP or something, like it's going to be a hard lane for the Terrorblade.
Yeah.
And TB is not like a tier 1 carry either anymore. He has a lot of weaknesses in his game. So I really didn't like this TB pickup. I think Sven would have been better still because it's just solid. It gets buffed up with the damage as well from the Heavenly Grace. You're going to have a lot more impact in the early game. But so far right now, I'm really enjoying Nigma's opening. This is a really good answer to the Omni Knight. You have 2 silences as well. Omni hates playing against this.
So, yeah, I mean, I don't know. I feel like, so what you're looking for now from Nigma is magic damage, right? I'm almost feeling like they should maybe push this DP to the off lane and get themselves like something at mid which can cover that magic damage you're looking for.
I do like the DP off lane this game. Either we or Mind Control can play. I mean, Nigma is one of the teams. They were even one of the first teams who like swapped around all the roles. Like Mind Control, we've seen them play mid before. Some Bat Riders and stuff like that. So it's possible. They will definitely flex this Death Prophet till the very end. See what happens. One thing I'm surprised about is Nigma did not pick up that like Vengeful Spirit, right? Mudgolems, they got second pick. They had to ban Io and the Void out. They know these heroes are probably stronger against them. And Nigma just like not wanting to fall for that trap that Mudgolems might be setting up by not banning the Venge out and just going with their own thing with the Third Spirit DP.
Yeah. So Anti-Mage banned out once again, not wanting to come up against the Miracle Anti-Mage 2 games in a row. I mean, what carries have a good matchup into Terrorblade?
Well, I wanted to say that Terrorblade is a good matchup against Anti-Mage. But they banned out the Anti-Mage. I'm just really shook. Maybe they just really respect Miracle's Anti-Mage that much. They probably felt like, oh, last game was a pretty good game for us against Anti-Mage and we still lost, so let's just get rid of it. Now, Miracle, he does have some of these carries that he plays exceptionally well, so that could be the reason why they got rid of this AM here.
Timber gonna get rid of next. Interesting. And now time for Mudgolems to pick up their next hero.
There's a lot of stuff still in the pool, like PA. I know there's an Omni Knight, but PA can still work around that. We've seen PAs just go for Battlefield Death Zone into Nullifier without BKBs. Right now against Mudgolems, you don't really need a BKB. It really depends on the next drafts. Shadow Demon, so this hero does not have a disable. That could be a problem. Nigma might look into even picking a Storm Spirit potentially with the Shadow Demon being picked up. I think that could be nice. DP can just go all in with the Earth Spirit, and then you got like a Storm mid who can create a lot of chaos setups in the team fights. That could be nice for them. But they're going to definitely pick Kuros here first, I think. They want to see one more hero from Mudgolems before they drop that Storm.
Yeah, what do you think about his...
like one of the Spirit Bros.
What do you think about his tanky Crystal Maiden build last game? That was pretty amusing watching this CM tank up hits from her Faceless Void and survive.
It was good.
Yeah.
It was surprisingly a really good purchase. Like normally you see CMs go with Glimmer, 4-stars and stuff. Crouch doesn't care. He just went straight Crimson. And like I saw 33 who had like 18k net worth TP to the CM and I couldn't kill him.
Yeah.
So it took a very long time. So it's pretty nice. Underlord first. Oh, wow. Okay, so this Underlord is very...
Or is it DP5? We've seen some really crazy stuff coming out here, folks. We'll have to wait until they pick up their heroes, but we can theorize. One thing I will say, though...
Yeah.
Oh, I just want to
say, is it possible... Okay, you first, sir.
Me first? All right, my point is very quick. I'm just going to say Supreme Invoker is very, very good. If you give this guy a good game of Invoker, he is going to absolutely perform for your team. That's my point. Yeah. Now you.
Okay. What I was going to say was this could be a possible Miracle Underlord, which would be insane because I've not seen a carry Underlord, or a Miracle Death Prophet, or maybe Kuro just wants to play position 5 Underlord just so he can Firestorm. I don't know. Like, this is Nigma. They feel so confident right now. After that, winning that last game, they feel like, yo, we can outplay these guys no matter what we take. So let's just pick whatever's good for the game against what they drafted, and then we'll figure the rest out later.
Yeah. Screw it. I mean, Nigma, they're very keen on just kind of messing around, playing some heroes in some different positions. I mean, Kuro has played, I believe, the most heroes in competitive Dota than anyone else. So this team's always capable of pulling out these curveballs, and Mudgolems might not be ready for this. I think they've done... Do you feel like they've done a good job on kind of drafting into this Terrorblade?
They have all the heroes that can counter Terrorblade. Zeus, Underlord. Like, these are really good against TB. Percentage-based damage on both of them. Zeus's static field is so annoying for the TB's illusions.
Yeah.
I'm expecting TB to go like some kind of SNY build this game. And just like SNY, BKB, Scotty is really good against Death Prophet. Just something like that. Just really tank up. Manta
really
seems
nice.
like it might die pretty quick.
Yeah, it would feel really nice to not have to build BKB when you've got an Omni Knight on your team. That's often why you draft Omni Knight, so you don't have to build BKB on your carry. But yeah, I mean, when you're playing TB into heavy magic damage, that hero's got a small health pool. He's got lots of armor, but a small health pool, so you really can't survive against the Zeus.
Mudgolems also believe they need a carry on the side of Nigma, and I think so too. I just think Kuro's going to play one of these goofy heroes here, like Zeus or Underlord.
Some wonky shit, yeah. Secret, OG, Liquid, these guys will always mix it up. No,
it isn't Invoker
playing
mid still.
Invoker, yeah.
That's kind of awkward.